the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, here's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And now out come the Jags. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go play action here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Back to 99 Philly, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that. but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
A give running left. It's Sanders. Room past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Green 80. Green 80. Hank. 11B. Green and check.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green 80. Green set.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. Green set.
Now this time Bortles will throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert. It's all right. Take 54, Ricky. Lucy. Set.
A final shot before half for Bortles. And that will be incomplete as well. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning past him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mayfield on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Mayfield now. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to...
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mike 39, Lucy.
The pitch to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And Sanders now to return. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Flush to his right. The 20. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That goes for a gain of 31. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Mayfield is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Please.
And again, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Please.
Mayfield with it once more. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play, 2nd and 3. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Trip
A handoff to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Here we go. 11.
Now Bortles. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Green 80. Green 80. 11. Here we go. Green is it.
Now Bortles. Got to have this one. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
Green 80.
Throwing is Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. His throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And now it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Here's a give to Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd down, Fournette. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's right.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Watson has it right side. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Bortles now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Bortles going to throw. Keeps himself upright. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. One final try now for Bortles. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases,